Alright, I got this little plasma globe guy. Same circuit I've just been playing with, a little over 4 megahertz. And I've just kind of got a little rubber ring sitting on there to isolate the glass from the metal top load just a little bit. Because you can actually develop a lot of heat in these arcs. Real easy to crack a bulb holding it up too close, for example. With this case, it just has the cool high frequency little weird tendrils that go on there. So it's going to run at low voltage. I'm going to put it at 12 volts. That's actually the running frequency at the moment. So cut that on. Let's see. So again, camera, I don't know, camera doesn't pick that up too well. So I don't know, it's pulling about an amp doing that. And if I play around with the frequency a little bit, so I turn the frequency down a little bit, switching a little harder. And as I turn the frequency up, start switching sort of decently around that region. So that's tuning it real low, so they just kind of barely come out. And tuning it up a little bit more. Seems like I can bring it to about the peak output at this voltage, around 4.5 megahertz, something like that. So that'd be kind of an interesting thing to test out, since I haven't really played a lot with these globes. I need to get some gas-filled tubes and stuff like that. But yeah, just seeing what that looks like at different frequencies. So I'm kind of curious how much different this would look at, like, 3 megahertz or 2.8 megahertz, something like that, 2.5 megahertz. And at what point does it really start to look different the higher I go? So if I kind of up the frequency, kind of go too high there, kind of changes up a little bit also. So I'm kind of curious. Um, the bottom of that bulb is getting pretty hot doing that, right? So because of that, I wouldn't want to turn the power up too high. But let me see. So I'll bring that, I don't know, really about 15 volts. Seems about as high as I should go. It just sort of just dances around a little more at the higher voltage. So that's about 16, 17 watts and 15 volts. So that is going to heat that up a lot faster, which is what I'm kind of worried about. So yeah, tuning it all the way up and get that one little tendril that kind of goes all the way to the top. It's pretty cool. See if I can change the brightness. You kind of see it a little better. I cut the brightness down. But that's pretty cool. That kind of reminds me, what that looks like reminds me of like ferromagnetic fluid under certain frequencies. It's sort of doing the same thing, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just cool to look at.